And it's Feeling You with Vic, the Brick Jacobs, right there, and PJ right over here. And just crazy stuff, nutty stuff, Victor, going on in the world. Terrible, terrible, awful things. Companies firing people for little or no reason. And it's just terrible. We got to turn that around. And then you look at sports, and there's so much to try to turn around in sports that I don't know where to start except to say the Lakers are hooking up Austin Reeves for huge money.
Well, good for Austin. And before we get to the escape, the great escape of the sports, from harsh realities,
Yeah.
we want to give all our love and prayers to the beautiful people of Venezuela. Um, the the pictures coming out of Caracas and the
Oh,
area
it's horrible.
are so horrible.
Yeah.
Back to back 7.2, 7.5 earthquakes. Uh, and to see families just torn apart, uh, looking for their loved ones amidst the rubble.
Yeah.
It's just one of the most horrific scenes I've ever seen
It really is.
for a natural disaster.
Yeah,
So all our prayers for the beautiful people of Venezuela,
definitely.
and hang tough. The world is responding, which is good. Sending people to Venezuela, less but still, just every day, there's new heartbreak and new gut wrenching stuff. So everyone, stay strong for Venezuela. Venezuelan people, stay strong.
Yeah,
All our prayers are with you.
we're with you. And to better building codes too, because that's part of it. We got to have better building codes unified around the world. We have them great here. We need them in every country because if we don't have the kind of building codes that we have here and some of these other major, major places, then that kind of stuff intensifies and kills people and puts people in harm's way. So let's look at the codes of the countries, not just our country, and let's try to help. And in that way, I think we could really help people that need help in those areas and build stronger edifices and that kind of thing. So anyway, love and kisses to all. Victor, we got to get to the Lakers. What's going on? Austin, our new best friend, Reeves, taking us out to dinner every night now with his new contract.
Yeah, like you mentioned, 4 years, $185 million for
Nice.
Austin Reeves.
Yeah.
Did the Lakers pay too much? And is he worth the money?
Hmm.
A lot of people are saying, listen, he isn't, he's not an all-star. He he's not the best player on the team.
Yeah.
Why is he making $185 million? And my answer is that's the landscape of the National Basketball Association right now. His numbers, if you put them around the league, maybe not worth 185, uh, but a jumbo number. And the Lakers can't afford to lose an Austin Reeves right now. This team is drifting. Uh, Everyone's getting stronger in the West and the East. And the Lakers right now, if they play it back, it'll be a disaster.
Oh yeah.
But they do need certain pieces before they play it back. And one of them is Austin Reeves. $185 million to me. Listen, maybe it's a little fat, but don't forget this is the Dodgers organization that now owns the Lakers,
That's
and
right.
they'll pay big money for talent that they think is worth it.
Yep.
I mean, look, they paid Kyle Tucker $240 million, and he's been schlock
Yeah.
for the Dodgers. Had a big night last night, but
Big night
still,
last night.
Dodgers will pay. They will, and they figured. Listen, if we lose Austin Reeves, so let's say Detroit, who is hot for Austin, and maybe pushing up the price a little bit, because I think the Lakers wanted to pay like 30 as opposed to 45 million a year. But I think the Pistons, wanted Austin, and that pushed the price up. But I'm happy for Austin. The Laker fans love Austin Reeves. It's a
Yep.
very popular move. And now, PJ, they have to figure out what do we do again, as we've been, constantly hammering. What are they going to do with LeBron James?
Yeah, and that's a huge question. Sign and trade him, who knows? That's all on the table. And at this point, To your point about Austin Reeves, if they lost him, Vic, it would basically be rebuilding, even though they've got Luca.
Not resetting,
Not
rebuilding.
right. No reset. It would be a rebuild. So they had no choice. They had to sign him, and that's done. So, and that's good. But LeBron's another story. Do they have to sign LeBron? I don't think so. I don't think they have to sign LeBron. They could sign him and trade him and get some worth out of him while he's still playing, which I think might be a smart thing to do. So I think with the big three we have now, we don't have enough. We have no bench. It's going to be very tough to get by these powerful teams that are playing.
Well, LeBron James has said he'll make a decision, during the summer. Well, we're in the summer,
Yeah,
and obviously a lot of rumors of sign and trade with going back to Cleveland. Maybe the Lakers pick up the center Jared Allen. Uh, Again, Bron can make 15.6 million with the Golden State Warriors. Does he want to renew, his run up up in Northern California? With
mm,
Curry and Draymond and Jimmy Butler. That's a pretty good squad if you add LeBron.
that
And again,
is.
I am not looking at LeBron as a third option. He was the best player in the Lakers during the playoffs. And does pride kick in for Bron? What is lowballing LeBron? Do you offer him 16 because Golden State can only offer him 15? Is
There
that
you
an
go.
insult to LeBron? I mean, his numbers are worth 30. To me,
Yeah,
25, 30 million. If I'm the Lakers, that's what I would do. I'd offer him 25 and say, Brian, $25 million, for a second year option. That if I'm the Lakers, that's what I offer. I don't go. You can't go crazy because the Lakers need money. With these crazy aprons and the salary caps, they need money. They still have to re-sign Marcus Smart. I
yeah,
mean, rumors are flying. Marcus Smart is gone. That Marcus Smart was going to get a much better offer than what the Lakers want to offer him. So Marcus Smart might be cashing in. His last big paycheck.
yeah.
He's an integral part of the Lakers. I would pay Marcus Smart and bring him back. I
I would
wouldn't
too.
lose Marcus.
Yeah.
I'd rather lose a DeAndre Ayton
Yes.
than Marcus Smart. But again, the Lakers need, and we've made this evident for since the season ended. They need a center to work, with Luca.
Got to have
They
it.
they need a pick and roll center with Luca. It's not DeAndre Ayton, and it's not Jackson Hayes. So
No,
who is it? Is anyone out there that the Lakers can get to help Luca in the center position? I don't know. It's a tough call.
it's a tough call. It's a
But
tough call.
again, the Lakers. This is a team facing um, not a rebuild, but a reset.
Right.
Reset the pieces. Cameron Carr, the number one draft pick, 6'5" shooting guard. I don't know. Out of Baylor, no one knows. Can he make the rotation? I think he can.
Yeah.
I mean, this is no Hutch Shafino bust.
No.
You know, uh,
Yeah.
this is no passing on Jaime Jaquez Jr. Um, to pick Hutch Shafino. This guy seems to be solid. So the Lakers may have a rotation player in Carr. Good attitude, wants to play defense. He's a good kid. Listen, you don't know until you put him in the flow. But I like to pick at 25. They traded up with the Knicks. They paid the Knicks some cash to
Yep.
go to 24 and pick up the car.
That's good.
So
That's
so
good.
that was a good move.
Yeah.
But again, this Laker team, at this point, you look at them now. There's still many moves to make. PJ, they can't beat San Antonio. They can't beat Oklahoma City. They can't beat Denver. They can't beat Minnesota. They
No.
can beat Houston.
Yeah.
Without KD. But that's it.
But see that,
They
yeah,
can't run it back. It
that's
would be
right.
disaster to run it back for the Lakers.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it would be total disaster. One player for them at this point is not going to change the outcome versus those teams you just mentioned. It they're too far ahead. They're young, they're strong. They've been building, by the way, for years. This didn't happen overnight, you know. So these teams we're looking at now that lead. the NBA, it's been a long build for them, but they're there. And so now the Lakers have to try to catch up. They can't do it with one player, not even two players. Two players will give them a solid five. Then what about your bench? You can't play five guys. You can't. So uh, they're in trouble. And one player, like I say, is not going to solve it for them. Even two players isn't going to solve it for them. So well, it's going to be fun to watch, and that's the main thing. It's fun to watch. So we'll
It's
enjoy
always
it.
fun to
Yeah,
watch the Lakers,
yeah,
no matter what they do, because
yeah,
they are the buzz.
yep.
They're always fascinating. They're always compelling. Uh, the big trade finally went down. The Greek Freak
Greek
goes to
Freak.
Miami. That was the monster trade talked about for months.
Yep,
And I think both teams win, PJ, on this deal because Miami gets a superstar, the team with Bam, and don't forget Bobby Portis. He's a nice player.
that's a nice player.
They get Bobby Portis, and of course they get the Greek Freak, 31 years old, on the back end of an incredible career.
Yep,
Injured the last couple of years, but still Pat Riley loves stars, and he gave away a lot. Let's face it, gave away he gave away Hero, an All Star, to Milwaukee. Jaime Jaquez Jr., who I love out of UCLA. They gave away another guy, Mamasi Mazziolonis. I know. That's not how you pronounce his name, but I want to give him some credit.
right.
And a boatload of draft assets
Yeah,
to Milwaukee, so they can rebuild. And Milwaukee got the most they could. I know Jaylen Brown was being offered by the Celtics and a couple of number ones,
that's right.
but I don't. Number one, I don't think Giannis wanted to go to Boston. I think he wanted to go to Miami. Miami's a great town. It's a hot town. It's a sexy town, and I think after years and years and years in Milwaukee, I think he wanted to settle into a nice warm weather climate with his family and play for Pat Riley. And look at the history, PJ, of Pat Riley. He always brings in the superstars.
That's his deal.
That's his nature.
And he instantly wins with them.
From
Instantly wins with them.
back in the day, Alonzo Mourning
Yeah.
to Shaquille O'Neal, of course, LeBron James, Chris Bosh,
Yes.
Jimmy Butler,
He knows what he's
recently.
doing. Yeah.
This is what he does. But let's face it, Mr. Armani
Yeah.
is into his last run. He's in his 80s,
Yeah.
and he
He
wants to
looks
be
great.
relevant again. He wants Miami to be relevant again. They haven't been
Yes.
relevant in a long time,
Yeah.
so he figures, let me get a superstar, and let's start the process. I feel good about whatever Pat Riley does. I feel good about.
Yeah.
I mean, he can trade away most of his team, most of his squad, which he did. But I know Miami. They find guys. They find complementary players. They always have over the years.
Yeah.
You know, and they're a playoff team, but you can't talk about them as a serious contender. But maybe now you can
Maybe I
with
can
with Giannis and Bam.
together.
Yeah. So this is going to be fun. For the Heat fans.
More fun.
And I applaud the trade because both teams win.
Yeah.
Milwaukee unloads Giannis, who didn't want to be there anymore. They got the most that they could, and Miami gets a superstar
Yeah.
in Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And I know that Giannis understands Pat Riley very well, studied him, and he's trading into that. He thinks that Pat Riley can take him to a championship. And that's it's going to be fun to watch, like you say. What's more fun to watch, and I've got it on my calendar for July 9th, is the next rematch between, are you ready? Are
Tell
you
me.
ready? Mercury, Phoenix Mercury, and the Indiana Fever. That game, I cannot wait. It's the last game of the season between the two before the playoffs, and I can't wait to see the fireworks that's going to go on in that game after all the finger pointing, after the technical fouls, after everything that's gone on. There's real competition. I don't want to say hatred, but I'll say real competition right down to the bone with those players. So it's going to be fun.
I'll go hatred. When someone puts a fist to your neck when you're down, as Elisa Thomas of the Mercury did to Caitlin Clark, that's hate, that's jealousy, that's rage.
Mhm.
This is not a typical move by a basketball player, male or female, when someone's down, you don't go over them with your fist and press it into their neck. That's just not the way it works.
Yeah.
Uh, that's not standard fare. That's an egregious cheap shot. And to Elisa Thomas of the Mercury, that's not basketball. Is it race infused? I think it is. I think there's a lot of jealousy of Caitlin Clark. Remember, she's a white girl, playing, in a black league, and they are jealous of Caitlin's success. Let's face it.
Yeah.
She is
Well,
the face of the W.
yeah.
She's the face of the WNBA, and a lot of the women, don't like Caitlin Clark. Remember, and also Caitlin, spews the trash talk.
Oh,
She
yeah.
loves to trash talk,
She
Caitlin.
loves it.
So there's going to be some repercussions, but not like that.
Nah.
If the player is down, you let them be down. You don't put your fist to the throat. Alisa, you see the brick. It's not the way you hoop. It's not the way you ball. That's not
That is.
basketball. You see
Yeah.
the brick. You
Yeah.
see it, Alisa. There it is. You freak the dog me.
I love it.
Alisa,
I love it.
get a grip.
Yeah. And Bonner and Thomas, who have been dating for the last 6 years, are teaming up together. They're on the same team, obviously, against Caitlin every time she's out there. That's why Sophia was doing the finger pointing and, trying to get under Bonner's skin a little bit because of that interaction going on between the four of them, basically. So there's so much great rivalry here and fun. July 9th, Phoenix. I wish I could fly there. Be live in that. I'd love it. I'd love it. But
That's a wild game. You're right,
it's,
PJ. That's going to be a lot of emotional inferno will be boiling over.
yep.
Speaking of emotional infernos, the World Cup is in the knockout stage. The matchups have been set,
USA, USA,
and
USA.
USA with Bosnia Herzegovina up in the Bay Area, and this is not a gimme. People
No.
think, oh, Bosnia Herzegovina. Well, they are a little bit weaker than a France or a Spain.
Yeah.
They're not in that high quality, but to get to the World Cup, they beat Italy. They knocked down Italy. They beat
Amazing.
Wales.
Amazing.
Bosnia Herzegovina is tough. This is
Yeah.
a tough squad,
Yeah.
and they made the final 32. And we lost momentum. I don't, I know everyone says, "Oh, it doesn't matter that we lost to Turkey on the buzzer beater to Turkey." It matters. I believe it matters. I mean, you want to end your grouping with a win, an
Yep.
undefeated run. I mean, winning the group was unbelievable. And yes, Pochettino arrested a lot of his regulars, which was smart because they had yellow cards. And remember, if you get another yellow card for these guys, they couldn't play against Bosnia Herzegovina.
Yeah.
So that was smart. I get that, but I would have felt a lot better with a draw.
I mean,
But losing 3-2, I left a bitter taste. But once you think about the big picture, they won their grouping. They
yeah.
played so well. Beat Paraguay. They beat Australia. So you got to feel good about their chances against Bosnia Herzegovina.
I think
But
so.
this is going to be a very tough match.
Another one.
I've got great respect for Bosnia Herzegovina.
Yeah.
It's such a beautiful little country. And it used to be. Remember Yugoslavia before all the conflicts.
Yeah.
Yugoslavia. This was a gem. This country was a gem. It still is. It's gorgeous.
It's
But
gorgeous.
people don't realize how beautiful
Yeah.
Bosnia, Herzegovina is. Croatia. These are beautiful, beautiful spots on the planet, and that's what I love about the World Cup, bringing the world together, but also giving a broader understanding, of what the country is, what it's about, giving it love. How about Cape Verde, this tiny African nation, this island nation gets to the round of 32. Of course, they're going to lose to Argentina, defending champions,
Yep.
but still, they got there.
They got there. They
And
got there.
and Cape Verde is on the map,
Yeah.
and people know about Cape Verde,
How about
and
that?
that's a wonderful story.
Yeah.
And Messi keeps scoring 19 career goals. PJ, that's unbelievable.
Yeah. I love it. I love it all. And we're
And
getting
Mexico,
down.
viva Mexico! They're
They're
playing
they're
Ecuador.
leading
It's going to
their
be a
they're
great game.
leading
That's
they're
going to be a
leading
great
their
game.
division. They're leading their division, but there are great teams across the board here, and the 32 that are left, or however many, is incredible, and it's just it's going to be fun to watch. And like you say, what's fun about these little countries doing so well is because the entire country is behind them. You
I've
know
never
what I
seen
mean? It's
such rabid support of a country. I
yeah,
mean, England is amazing.
England's
You know,
amazing.
Scotland was amazing.
Yeah,
Drinking Boston Dry.
yeah,
But wherever they go,
yeah.
Norway, it's been amazing.
They're
Norway,
doing. I mean,
they're doing the rowing. They're doing,
yeah,
doing that rowing thing with thousands of people rowing, like the
yeah.
Vikings. I mean, that's crazy. It's great stuff. This
I
is
mean,
great stuff. In this country,
that's
we're
what I'm
great
saying.
fans, but
Yeah.
these people are rabid. Uh, they're foaming at the mouth. I mean, this is and singing throughout the whole game. I know this is the stat. This is what they do. This is normal behavior, in the English leagues and the Premier leagues, and in England, in Germany, and
Oh,
England,
yeah. But we
France.
don't see it all the time
We
like
don't
that.
see that unless
No.
you're really,
Yeah.
heavily into Premier League,
Yeah.
and the Bundesliga, the German leagues.
Right.
We don't see this singing
No, no.
throughout the whole game.
I
It's
was so impressed that they were able to drink. Scotland was able to drink Boston Dry. I
amazing.
mean, the Kennedys have tried that for years and no success, but they somehow did it, and it's just incredible. So
Volume drinking.
this is the way, and that's what I was talking about. I see these little countries and all, and just when a country gets behind something, it's different than even when cities. Obviously, the NFL has
It's beautiful to
huge
watch.
strings, but it's beautiful to watch.
It's just beautiful.
Yeah. But you know what
Uh,
else is beautiful to watch, Victor, as we move on are the Dodgers. After some real struggles, they're bouncing back against the Padres, a 15-3 victory last night. They were just pummeling the
After losing
Padres.
7-1 on Friday night, PJ,
Yeah.
I, I I emailed David Vassay, the great Dodger insider,
Yeah.
and I said, Tucker, when do we bench him? When do we bring up Tibbs? Start Alex Call.
Yeah.
You can't keep playing Kyle Tucker hitting 230 for $60 million a year.
Right.
His swing is horrible. And then last night, Tucker gets a big nine pitch at bat, culminating in a home run that
Yep.
really busted it wide open in that 9-run six to
Yep.
destroy San Diego. And he had 3 hits, and suddenly I I look stupid. Like I'm as David Vassay said, you're like a swinging door.
Yeah.
You you're just swinging with the wind. But am I swinging through 80 games of Kyle Tucker?
No.
No, he had 230.
Yeah.
He had a nice game. I'm rooting for Tucker, but let's face it. Uh, the Dodgers need him to produce.
He has to. I mean,
They
they're
dropped him to
paying.
seventh in the lineup.
Yeah.
Last night he found the way. And that was fabulous. Uh, and Dalton Rushing, who's been in a deep funk, and we'll get to his conversations with Ohtani in a few moments, because
Yes.
that took the nation by surprise.
Yeah.
That was the buzz all week,
That was
was
the buzz.
Ohtani and Rushing's miscommunication.
Yeah.
But Rushing finds salvation. It was a salvation night,
It was Salvation Night.
redemption for these guys last night, for Tucker and,
Yeah.
and for Rushing. And
Yep.
how about Mookie? PJ Mookie's on a roll.
No.
Three straight games with a home run. He's tearing it up.
Beautiful swing. His swing is back. He's just swinging, and even he missed one last night. He almost hit another home run, just missed, but just it's his swing and it's his mentality. It's the way he's thinking. He's got his confidence back. And when Mookie has his confidence, watch out. And right now he is on the ball. So, and also I like your idea of Call because I think Call is a spark plug player. He can do anything you ask him to do, even if you set Tucker for a few games to wake him up. I know he just hit a big home run, but before that he's done nothing. So, you bring Call in, let him play regularly, that guy's going to tear it up. I hope the Dodgers never get an idea to trade him because he's like Kike. He's a true spark plug for the Dodgers and he needs to be in the lineup as much as possible.
And the Dodgers keep winning despite a lot of key guys in funks. I mean, Andy Pages has
Yeah.
been in a deep funk.
Yeah.
Uh, he's got a couple singles in San Diego, but he's been mired in a deep funk.
Yeah.
Give it up for Freddie Freeman.
Oh,
He's a
ready.
professional hitter,
Yeah.
imminent Hall of Famer,
Yeah.
hitting close to 290 now.
Beautiful.
He's unbelievable. His swing
Yeah.
is art.
Yeah.
Freddie Freeman is art. He's at first base, flawless defensively,
Yes.
at the plate. Just a machine, a piece of art. He's a masterpiece when he's at the plate. Every
Yeah.
pitch, he has purpose, and it's just unbelievable. Um, Again, this pitching staff has been insane. Again, Big Yama, 6 solid innings
Yeah.
last night.
Beautiful.
Wobolewski has been incredible. Uh, uh, Emmett Sheehan needs work.
Needs work. Sasaki
I
needs
believe he's
work.
going to be demoted very soon. If he doesn't have a good start today, PJ, how long can you keep going with Sheehan?
You're going like Sasaki and Sheehan, both of them going like this.
Sasaki, very shaky.
If one rose up, I could see them putting Sasaki back. Because you can't have that kind of play by either one of them. They have to both step up at this
They're
point.
so deep. They have a 9-game lead. They can afford to keep pitching Sheehan and Sasaki.
Yeah.
But imagine if they find it. I know Sasaki's a project,
Yeah.
uh, but he had a terrible session
Terrible.
in San
Yeah.
Diego.
Yeah.
I mean, he was almost crying in the dugout.
Yeah.
I love Sasaki. I believe he will find a way eventually. He has too much talent.
Yep.
But again, the Dodgers can, they have the depth to keep throwing these guys out there. And again, you can lose a Will Smith for a month.
Yeah.
You lose Teoscar Hernandez for a month, and Teo's coming back next week in Sacramento,
That's
which is
right.
great news. Imagine how long the lineup will be
Woo.
with Teoscar Hernandez back.
Very long.
Very long and tough. I mean, everyone's going to be a tough out. And how about Tommy Edman?
That's my
He's
man,
a
by
hitting
the way.
machine. He's a hitting
Yeah.
machine. His swing is perfect.
You remember last season, that's all I talked about was Tommy
I
Edman.
know you love Tommy.
He's my man. And yeah, he was out for a long, long time, way too long. And he's back. And just look what he's doing. He's just phenomenal. He's phenomenal. I love it.
Muncie's playing very well.
Yeah.
He's going to be an all-star. And bless Muncie, he's hung in there. He's hitting now with men on base. He's now a constant threat.
Yep.
I think, and he knows it. And he's playing great third base. Their defense. I mean, we touched upon this last week. PJ, the Dodger defense is impregnable.
That's why they're winning.
That's why they win.
Yeah.
Pitching and defense, not
Yeah.
so much offensively. Yes,
Right.
they'll score 12 runs, 15
Yeah.
runs, occasionally. But it's the pitching and defense
Yep.
that really holds this squad together and opening up, that fat 9-game lead. And
Yeah.
San Diego had an opportunity last night. I was thinking, you know what? They've cut it to 8.
Yeah.
If they beat Big Yama, they're down to 7 and they have confidence.
You got it. Yeah.
But the Dodgers just went, they went to the neck.
They let him have it.
They went for the jugular last night
Yeah.
and sent a statement to San Diego. Said, "But fellas, we are number one.
That's right.
You'll always be looking up at us.
Yeah.
Our squad is so tight
Yeah.
defensively. I mean, you saw the Padres making defensive lapses.
Oh.
The guy at second, Wagner, was
Yeah.
horrible.
Quite a few. I mean,
But
bad
that's what
plays.
happens.
Yeah.
The Dodgers don't make plays like that. The Dodgers are so efficient
Yeah.
defensively. Just the simple cutoff play. The Dodgers have perfected. From the outfield. From
Beautiful.
Pages to Mookie, to Smith or Rushing or Robinson, who's ever catching. It's flawless.
Flawless.
They've cut down so many guys on the plate this year. It's beautiful to watch.
It's fun to watch. Fun to watch Freddie Freeman bringing those plays to first base because he's a nail there. He just
Oh,
catches it and that's it. No matter how that guy can do the splits. A guy that big can do the split. I mean, he's pretty impressive to watch when he's really on his game, and he's on his game right now. So yeah,
but how
all
about
in
the
all,
turbulence, PJ, in La La Land with the Dodgers,
yeah.
with Ohtani and Rushing?
Well,
Communication
yeah.
breakdown
Hmm.
in Minnesota. First of all, Rushing has to understand you always give Ohtani what he wants. Let Ohtani call the game. If Ohtani wants to call the game, he calls the game. You don't call the game. You
Yeah.
let Ohtani. It's worked pretty well for Ohtani throughout his career.
Right.
He knows what he's doing out there. You don't call the game. And then that miscommunication where Ohtani threw a fastball. I guess Rushing expected a curve, goes off his mitt, pass ball, run scores. Horrible moment. That was just a miscommunication.
Yeah, it
And
was.
then at the end of the game, Rushing, owned up towards his. It was, I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
I am embarrassed, and he should be embarrassed. What do Rushing? What are you doing, man?
No.
You're not Will Smith. Will Smith can call the game. He's an all-star catcher. He's America's catcher.
Yeah.
You're filling in. You're going to have a nice career. I love his emotion, but understand Ohtani rules.
Of course.
Whatever Ohtani wants, Ohtani gets. This
Yes.
is the way it is. I mean, he's the greatest baseball player in the history of the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
And don't if he wants to throw a splitter, let him throw the splitter.
Catch it.
Catch it.
That's it.
You got
That's
a
your
big mitt.
job.
You
That's
got a
your
big mitt.
job. Yeah. Yeah. Catch it. You know. So yeah, I'm with you a
But they
thousand
smoothed it
percent.
out. Dave Roberts put his arm around Rushing in the
Yeah.
dugout. Guys were talking to Rushing, saying, you got to understand, we love your fire, but you got to put the fire in the right place.
Yeah.
Don't direct your frustration, at Ohtani. Let Ohtani do his thing.
Let him do his thing. You've got to play to the strengths of these teams. It's like when Kobe was playing, you play to Kobe's strength. Let him lead. Let Ohtani lead. He knows what he's doing. Um, and there's just no other way to do it. You can be as nice as you can about it, but in the end, it's Ohtani's game. He rules, and you have to let him rule. So yeah, I mean, it was a little embarrassing, I think, for him, but we're all better now. Things are rolling,
Oh,
and
yeah. I mean,
everything's
it
good.
happens during the season. There will be flare-ups, emotional flare-ups, but it's a long season, It's 162 is a crazy marathon.
Yep.
And
And Victor,
speaking of marathon,
yeah,
44 years, fresh, creative, and free. Serena Williams
how about that?
playing Wimbledon this week,
Yeah,
playing
so
singles
excited.
and doubles with Sister Venus.
Starts tomorrow.
She
Amazing.
she's going to play Maya Joint,
Yeah.
a very decent player from Australia, ranked 53rd. So there's going to be no walkover. They're giving Serena no favors in the opening round.
And no, they're not. They're testing her.
She's going to have to really rise up. People are so inspired by Serena at 44, coming back in singles and doubles with Sister
Incredible.
Venus. It's going to be very exciting for Wimbledon.
Yeah, no, it really is. That's another one looking forward to seeing. The doubles is one thing, but then when she's going to do singles, that's another thing. So yeah, it's really kind of an exciting Wimbledon this year, more than usual even. And we've got a lot of players in their 40s that are excelling in all sports, and it's pretty exciting to watch. It's exciting.
Well, again, for all our brothers and sisters in Venezuela, all
Yeah.
our love, all our prayers.
We're thinking about you. We love you. Tell your friends, please, about our show. Share it. We're here all the time. It's Vic the Brick Jacobs right there. PJ here. Feeling You with Chris Donovan, our
Chris
producer.
Donovan, the #1 producer of the ones and the twos. Much love,
Yes.
CD. Of course, Dave Cardona, graphics master.
Yep.
These tremendous stuff. And on the gong, my heart and soul, my
Yes.
tamashi, my soul, my essence, my everything. Yuko Sakamoto on the gong. Thank you, my love. I've gonged me you. I'm feeling you.